Good afternoon, staff, faculty, alumni, friends, family, and most importantly, my esteemed class of 2023. We are here. I'm so honored to have been selected to speak here on our special day. After what might have seemed to be as shortly long as I'd like to call it 13 years of school, we are closing out this chapter and opening a new book. Although little Eve might not have grown as much physically, I've grown as a person in so many ways. Before I continue, I first want to give thanks to God, who strengthens me, and the blessings He has given for me to be standing here today, alive, well, nourished, with shelter over my head, and your 2023 valedictorian. I have been extremely blessed by all the people in my life who have continued to make me a better person, whether it be friends, family, my mentors, my teachers, and all the people in my life that celebrated every small milestone, making me feel special and loved. As I was thinking about the core theme and message of my speech, I thought about the things that tie us together as seniors. And one thing that was consistent in my reflection is that we are all unique and beautiful in our own ways, and we share similar struggles. From academics to athletics to theater, we all bring something refreshingly different as the vivacious individuals that we are. A word that really encaps this is embrace, and what it means across the spectrum of our high school experience as classmates, teammates, students, and most importantly, as individuals. Embrace is defined as an act of accepting or supporting something willingly or enthusiastically. This can be applied to all aspects of our lives, both in small and significant ways. Citadel High does its fair share of embracing school spirit. For example, whether it be celebrating our athletic home openers, our spirit weeks, fundraisers, and the non-school sanctioned events where we carry our sit spirit in full blast. But what I want to focus on here today is the power of embracing our true selves as we step into this new chapter of our lives, whether it be university, college, work, travel, or other paths. As we know, this is not always easy to do. In fact, sometimes it's the hardest thing to do. And as a small biracial female, I always used to be insecure about the color of my skin and my size, but I learned to honor these insecurities and to embrace them. Throughout the past 3 years, none of us have been static. We have changed physically and emotionally. Many of us have experienced academic and athletic pressures. Others have endured racism and sexism inside and outside of the classroom. We've lost and gained friends, been dragged in and out of drama, and learned how to persevere through these experiences that are part of the so-called high school life. Some of you may have felt lonely, even in a large group of people. I know I have on many occasions. As a biracial female student athlete, I felt tied down by a variety of expectations, whether it be my grades, athletic performance, cultural fulfillments, or feeling like I needed to compensate somehow for the height that I lacked. Trying to achieve what everyone else wanted for me, or thought I should be, blinded me from who I am and who I truly want to be. When I learned to accept me for who I was and on the inside and out, it changed the course of not only my high school career, but my life. And to be honest, if I allowed my insecurities to take over, I wouldn't even have the courage to be speaking to you all today. One of the influences that has helped me find my way to showing up in the full expression of myself was through my experience with KTS, or Know Thyself, which was led by Ms. Kane. She created a safe and encouraging space for the African Nova Scotian students here at Citadel to embrace their roots and cultural backgrounds. And I've learned it's okay to speak up and speak out, and it's okay to embrace who I am and everything that comes with it. I've been with this group since grade 7, and I've formed some of my closest friendships here. They're just like family. Here at Citadel, we're also blessed to have many other groups that provide important spaces for individuals with their various interests, backgrounds, and orientations, council included. As we look ahead, don't be hard on yourself if you don't have a clear-cut idea of what your future may look like, because the reality is, most of us don't. Life is unpredictable, and the pandemic can easily remind us of that. Things are going to be thrown at us left, right, and center. And while my aspirations do include leading a successful life professionally, my deepest aspirations lie in the judgment of my character, the person I'm going to be as I grow up, and the contributions that I hope to make to the world. But driving a Mercedes and living in a mansion would still be pretty cool. What I want to leave the graduating class with here today is, with all the pressures that our generation faces, whether on social media, facing mounting expectations, self-doubt, and everyday drama, which I've had my fair share of, I want to say, continue to learn about yourself. Because outside the worldly things that we value and the constant confusion we experience as teenagers, who we are, that is the true definition of success.
Adamar, could you please call Zeno at 1005? Adamar, call Zeno 1005.
So embrace the beautiful things that make up who you are and show up in the full expression of yourself. And if you haven't gotten there yet, it's okay. Or if you tried and failed, think of this quote by SZA stating, "Failure is the concept, how you recover is the truth." And if you ever want to remind yourself of that quote, it's on page 124 of the yearbook next to my picture, since that was my graduation quote. But I want to say, remember every day is an opportunity to practice and recover. Practice who you are and who you want to be, and recover from the struggles you've faced. No matter what path you take, embrace your authentic self, and the rest will fall into place. But the last thing I want to leave you with is, as you enter this next chapter of your lives, never forget, SIT is lit.